YouTube family, you know what? The World Flipper is activated and I have a little reaction video here for you in preparation to me actually uploading a whole hour's worth of gameplay. Enjoy. Where's my coffee? That is right, YouTube family. A couple nights ago, I did do a 12-hour long stream and I included my World Flipper gameplay in that stream. When I initially got the game, I downloaded it to my phone. I went in, I did the tutorial, and I did my role. I was very satisfied with my role, so I thought I would save the gameplay for more of a live experience. I just quickly quit out of the game. I started up the live show with the Chapter 1, Level 1, and I read through the story and I played the game. I had somebody in my chat give me some tidbits of information of things that I would be able to look forward to. So I do encourage you guys to go and check out that video on my YouTube channel, or go and check out the video on demand on my Twitch. But in the meantime, this video here is going to sort of summarize my feelings after that stream, after playing the game, and I'll include some fresh footage here of my gameplay moving through Chapter 2. So if you guys haven't gone this far, you can go ahead and skip to the end where I do my final remarks. So going into the game, I do suggest that you guys are looking at those tiers ahead of time, finding out what is meta and going for that reroll if you need to. I did not need to reroll. I was able to go straight into the game. Gameplay wise, on an iPhone 8 as well as my iPhone 12, it is very responsive. However, the game does crash. Now, stability issue, that is always based off of network. If it's a network game, it's connecting to a live server. So I mean, I am aware of that. I hope they will address that in the future. The graphics are very flashy and splashy. The background noise can get quite draining on the ears, but they interrupt it with the story. The story is engaging. The first couple chapters I was into it. I read it on my live stream. Even the second chapter, when I was capping it, I was going to plan on reading that to you guys, but you know what? I got a little bit anxious and wanted to play the game live today as I'm recording this, and so I did. So I actually started to skip some of the story. I'm one of those people, I'm not a lore player. It wasn't engaging enough after the second or even the first chapter there to keep me going. So let me know in the comments. Are you one of those people who's playing for lore, or are you rushing through? I'm kind of a low level because I haven't been playing every single day, but I see some people are really high levels. They're putting in a lot of time and effort into playing the levels and advancing their units, and I think that's fantastic, but you got to play at your own pace. Don't be putting pressure on yourself where there doesn't need to be. There's a lot of features in the game that I'm still, unlocking. So far, the bosses, I can say the bosses are a challenge for me. They were a challenge in my live stream, which I think is great. The daily challenges, depending on which element that you're looking at, is a great resource to find your material for pulls, your diamonds. But the one thing I'm seeing still, even though this is just getting into the game, is that it is slow. It's to get those pulls, guys, you got to play for a couple days, do a couple of the chapters to clear them out, and then you can do a 10 pull. I don't do single pulls, guys. I always pull multis. During my live stream today, I was very lucky and I did get Viron. I did get a top tier meta unit. I'm really happy about that. I just don't have that clip for you guys here in this video. So keep pushing to try and get those top tier units. Again, going back, I did have a really good first roll, so I kept that. I'm trying to raise all my 5-star units to have the best possible chance that I can have at this game. And again, you have to go back. You have to go back and do upgrades. When you get to the boss, if you feel like it's a hard boss to complete, then you got to do some upgrading. If you're going through your levels and you're finding that you're not getting that S+ rating, even with auto, the auto flippers activating and things like that, then you're going to want to do some upgrading. I do actually really like the auto feature in this game, the auto skill use as well as auto flippers, like launching and things like that. It is really handy, and you can interrupt. You can go in there and actually use your flippers as well, use your dash and stuff like that. The computer does use dash. It does have some strategy in there. It does have great aim too, and it works well if you wanted to do, have a snack or something while you're playing, but you still have to go in and you still have to be involved in the story and pressing next and things like that as far as the menus. But overall, I think this is a really fun game. Like, I love pinball. I love pinball in the real world. Now, we don't have the tilt features. We don't have the tricks that we would play in the real world to have an advantage in the pinball, and they do have tilt warnings. So with this game, the advantages that you're going to have is using that strategy of bouncing off of your bumpers with your dash, staying stuck in a corner where you're attacking that boss for a good solid seconds before your ball comes back down to your flippers, aiming your flippers properly and using your skills properly. You're going to have units that do AoE, direct skill, as well as direct and aiming skill. So for example, a dragon is going to hit straight up, he might miss. If you're not in the right line to the boss, you may miss. So you gotta keep an eye out those targets and learn how this game is being played as far as game mechanics. There are going to be a lot of people putting out material over the next few weeks for you guys as far as reactions, as tiers and best units to use and all of that great stuff. I encourage you guys, if you want to play as a pro, hit up those content creators, hit up the Discord and the socials and get in there and get as much information as you can to make your game easier for you. I always like to say I am a casual player, so I will be continuing to do that. My goal right now is to progress through the levels and just keep level capping, just keep getting my units up to where I can advance them further and pull when I can. I want to collect as many units as I can, and of course prioritizing the 5 stars. I've now got my meta, what I would consider my meta team, but I still have my sub balls to consider. Don't forget your sub balls, and don't forget your affinities and the use of your elementals. The game even says themselves that there is no disadvantage with an elemental or using a counter and things like that, but you still need to be aware of those. If you're going fire v fire, you're just going to be going at your base. If you want to go and add a buff to yourself, you're going to have a better advantage, right? Things like your mana board too. So I had the opportunity to get some tips from people saying that you will focus on your mana board. Don't forget about that. And I agree. I completely agree. Bump between the levels, bump between your weapon enhancements, as well as your mana board. Your mana board is very important, and you're going to have material in there you're going to want to purchase from the stores. You're going to have material in there where you're going to be gaining from just completing levels. So keep an eye on that. I don't suggest you try and max out one mana board because you're going to get walled. You're going to have a gate where you just simply cannot find those resources. So pop around, do your 3 main units, go check out your sub units, and just kind of have a nice flow with that. That would be my best advice for you guys when it comes to gacha. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You're going to be kicking yourself. And that's it. I mean, you guys are probably in the game. You probably have heard much more about this game from other content creators, and I always love to say spread the news, share the information, guys, and make sure you invite your friends and family to play this game if they haven't already. It's already past the pre-registration, but it's not too late to get into the game and check it out. There are people who are still, gosh, I hope they're not still re-rolling, but there are people who are starting out alt accounts and things like that. So something to look forward to would be, we're going to have new content coming for us. We're going to have events. We're going to always want to be progressing, and you guys can be competing with your peers on those leaderboards. So I hope this video is short and sweet enough for you guys that you can see that I do love the game. I am going to continue playing it. I'm going to live stream it. I'm going to try and put out content here and there, maybe just some live stream clips. But I will be keeping this game on my phone. It will be one of those casual games for me. So, my poor phone, it's running out of room for the casual games, guys. I might have to get another device, but we'll worry about that down the road. In the meantime, please, if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to subscribe to get notifications, hit that subscribe button. You can find me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/VITRUALINDA, Virtualinda. And I live stream almost every evening. So hopefully I will see you in my chat. If not, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear how you're doing in the world flipper. And I will see you next time, guys. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Take care of your balls. Take care of each other. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.